Expect the best used car deals guaranteed. Visit arnoldclark.com.
Welcome to Peter and Ruffy's Football Show, sponsored by Arnold Clark. It is Monday. I'm Peter Martin. Thank you very much for joining us on the programme. In the studio, we have Alan Ruff, Hugh McDonald of the Daily Mail and Barry Ferguson, all here to happily discuss Scotland with a win at international level and, fingers crossed, with another one against Kazakhstan. Quite a lot to cram into the show today. Before we talk about Jack Ross, obviously we want to get the thoughts of the guys just briefly on what we witnessed at the weekend. A win's a win for all that, Ruffy, against Cyprus.
Yeah, pleased for a win, always pleased for a win with Scotland, pleased for the manager and the players. It makes such a difference, gets the supporters back on board a wee bit. I was really pleased with Steve Clarke's summing up of the game. He wasn't getting carried away. He knows it wasn't a very good performance, that they can get better. They dodged a bullet with a goal, which should have been 2 each, but these things happen. 2-1, move on, another good result tomorrow night, and it'll put everybody in a good frame of mind. Yeah,
we still have our problems, which we're aware of, which is at the centre of defence and up front, getting the goals. But hey, Christie filled us full of confidence. He had a great finish, and John McGinn further forward looks good, Hugh.
Yeah, we're very strong in midfield. We've got a lot of range of options in midfield. We even got a kind of range of options out wide once Fraser comes back, etc. But yeah, the two positions that remain, the big problem one's centre back and striker. But again, like Ruffy, I was delighted. I was really pleased in a win. It's just, I think it's great just to sit down and reflect back in a win and pick the bones out of it, rather than sit back and pick the bones out of defeat.
Yeah, absolutely. Our reporter Gabriel Antoniazzi looks back at that win.
Scotland beat Cyprus 2-1 on Saturday to ensure Steve Clarke won 2 games on the bounce for the first time as the national team manager. It was a shaky start in Nicosia for the injury-plagued Scots, as the host should have had a goal given for a strike that hit the underside of the crossbar and appeared to cross the line. However, Celtic star Ryan Christie opened his Scotland account with a wonderful curling strike before Scotland's fragility at the back was exposed again. A rebound from a deep free kick delightfully volleyed into the top corner from Ephraim. John McGinn got on the score sheet again with his 5th goal of the campaign to give their team a 2-1 win and 3 points. It means they're only 1 victory away from finishing in 3rd place. Now, there were several positives for Clarke, but questions remain over the balance of the team, especially at the back. But the attention has already switched to Kazakhstan at Hamden tomorrow.
Yeah, let's hope we can get a confidence-boosting win again against Kazakhstan. I know it's the former Scotland manager, Craig Brown, says we're only a striker away from being a real threat. Well, hello, that's been the last, 20 years?
Yeah, it is one position that we're certainly struggling in. We're low in numbers. The obvious choice, and the guys will probably agree with me, is Lee Griffiths, but he's obviously still got his issues off the field, trying to get fit or whatever. So it is a problem position. And I see Shankland's out as well now, and Eamon Brophy's come in. So it's difficult. It must be difficult for the manager. It must be frustrating for him as well. But look, the win against Cyprus, we'll take that, and hopefully they're going to do the same tomorrow against Kazakhstan, because I don't think we've got anything to worry about them. I don't think they're any great shape or they're not a decent team. So we've got to be looking at getting another 3 points, and then that will take us on to March, hopefully.
Yeah, it's still painful actually when you think back to Kazakhstan, Hugh. I mean, it's just that was a
sacking offence. I mean, it's 3-0 in Kazakhstan. Just that's not so much a car crash. That's an articulated lorry coming off the road. The only other thing, looking at the weekend, you can't manufacture a centre forward. I know that, but playing Nazy up front maybe mean that you've got a focal point a wee bit. But the good thing, we got goals from midfield. And that was important. We've got quality in the air, and it's not a great thing to rely on, Barry, but at least it's there.
Yeah, look, I like McGinn. McGinn playing further forward, I think he's a threat. He's got the energy, he can get beyond the striker, and I'm the same as you. I think we're really strong in the central midfield area. Also in the wide area, we've got James Forrest, you know, his qualities. Fraser's obviously out, so it's centre defence and the striker department, we're a bit worried, but we've got the young lad Porteous now who's come into the squad. I think in time, Scotland are going to have a very, very good centre half in their hands.
Yeah, I'm not at this moment suggesting he's the real deal. I think he's been overhyped, Scott McKenna. I think he's still got a learning curve and a way to go.
Yeah, I think so as well, and I think it's been noticed, like, you know, I think people play on it as well at club football, you know, playing on them, balls in behind them, etc., getting them turning. I noticed that Motherwell did that to good effect. In the season, they knocked him out of both cups. Yeah, but he's a kid, he'll improve, but it's the thing Barry will tell you, see, like if international football, particularly at the very highest level, not so much Cyprus and Kazakhstan, but see if you're playing against the Belgiums and things like that, that's light years of what McKenna's doing every Saturday. I mean, it's light years away.
Yeah, absolutely. OK, there's another impending row which will gather pace, no doubt, over the next 24 hours and beyond, which is quite simply all roads lead to the playoff in March, and we want to try and get the best preparation possible. But the SPFL are certainly not going to budge on moving any fixtures to help Steve Clarke. Here's what the SPFL had to say on the request from the Scotland manager. We would always be keen to help the national side if possible, but as Steve Clarke acknowledged, in a very congested schedule, any such request is difficult to deliver. In addition, there is a real possibility of fixtures going to Sunday, regardless of whether Celtic and Rangers progress in the Europa League. So quite simply, the door's shut. They're not going to help them. They're certainly not interested in doing that. And I think that tells you all you need to know, Ruffy, about the SPFL.
Yeah, unfortunately, as a manager, I think you want to spend as much time as possible with your group of players, and 5 days looks as if that's what he's going to have. But even, I was saying to the guys, even though they cancel the Scottish games, 50% of your squad play in England. So there's only going to be half a squad he's going to get for the extra 5 days. So you're not going to be able to work on team shape or formations of the team, the 11 you're going to have. So I wouldn't get, you know, I really diz about it. It's done.
Yeah, well, what was that word there? Was it? So I thought it was Diz. I thought it was this week's new word. He always adds one in for the dictionary.
It's like, I always feel it's like countdown. You know, every time you look up, you expect the camera to move and somebody comes out with a big dictionary. Diz, yes, a noun, comes from the Anglo-Saxon.
The other thing I was going to say
to you... any points in Scrabble?
No, you don't get any. You get no points in Scrabble. The other thing I was going to say to you is, and I'm going to counter this with a bit of balance here, Hugh, I wouldn't take Ian Blair's job for all the tea in China, because it's difficult trying to keep the SPFL happy in a schedule, never mind Scotland.
Oh, aye, I mean, very much so. I mean, it's and they're not going to event. I mean, the most unsurprising thing ever was the SPFL saying we're not going to help out Scotland. I mean, there's just no way. Everybody's in it for their own. You know, it's as simple as that. It might sound terrible, but that's the truth.
Yeah, and again, you've fallen foul of that when you were a club player, Barry. Quite simply, the SPFL, you know, at times wouldn't even budge to help clubs when you were on that great European run.
Yeah, we would have liked to get a bit of help. I'm not saying it would have made a difference, but it certainly would have gave us a better chance. But look, I'm the same as the guys. I ain't surprised that they ain't going to help the Scotland national team.
Yep, you can give us your view on that as well. It's certainly not helpful towards Steve Clarke as he tries to build the SPFL, not for budging on that one in any capacity. I'll tell you one thing, just as a footnote, Hugh, and if I was Steve Clarke, I would say, right, OK, that's your attitude. From now on, any player who pulls out 5-day rule, you're not playing for your club. I would start to be rigid on this.
I think so as well, and that gives you leverage, because if they're not giving you help in the other section, what's to lose? Just say, right, you're not helping us the other way, we'll go strong in this. I think that's a very strong possibility. I noticed Rod Petrie was making kind of threatening noises about that at the weekend, so I'll be interested to see if they follow that up.
Yep, absolutely. OK, which reminds me, I must get that Charlie Chaplin movie back out and have a wee watch at that. Anyway, let's move on. It's a visual gag, wasted really on you. What about Jack Ross? He's the new manager and he has high hopes, and he reckons Easter Road is just perfect for him.
Well, I think when you come out of a job, I was keen to return to management as quickly as I could. I didn't feel burned in any way with the experience at Sunderland. I probably could have went back to work the following day, so I still felt fresh and hungry. But I wanted to take an opportunity that I thought was right for me. And from the very initial conversations I had with Leanne and Graham and Ron, I just felt as if this was a good fit for me.
Yeah, I don't think overall you can look and say he was a major failure at Sunderland, Ruffy.
No, I was really impressed with him. We've had him on our show on numerous occasions in his early days, and listened to him talking. You know, he looked as if he was really going to be a manager of the future, which he's proved. He went into St Mirren, he bought into them, the situation they were in. He got them out of that, and obviously by doing that, he got a big move down south. I thought it worked for him down there. Obviously behind the scenes, and he's come up here. So no, I think at this moment in time, I think Hibs have got the right choice.
And what about his ambitions for Hibs?
The short-term goal is to win more games and win them more consistently and improve upon the position we're in. I think when it's a difficult start to the season, you have to look at that as your short-term goal, and then beyond that you can build in greater ambitions. But for me, I probably don't need that set by other people. I've always been fairly ambitious with the targets I've set as a manager, and for me it's about making sure I can have this club continually challenging to play in European football and to challenge for domestic honours, and that's what we've got to do.
Well, I like to hear a manager talk about ambitions, Hibs in Europe, Hibs challenging for domestic honours, because I had a strong feeling they just lost their way with Paul Heckingbottom.
Yep, I'm with you. Sorry, Hibs, for me, I've got to be looking at challenging for major honours in terms of Scottish Cups, League Cups. They've got a great stadium, great training base, and you like to hear managers go in there with, he's got a clear ambition. He thinks Hibs should be up in that top four. I totally agree with him. As I said, I believe they're a big club, and it's same with their neighbours' Hearts. There's two clubs that are struggling at this moment in time, but if they get the right people in, they should be up there challenging.
Yeah, and Leanne Dempster has revealed today that Jack Ross was always on their radar.
We've known about Jack for a long time. Obviously when he was at Alloa, when he was at St Mirren, and the fantastic work he did at St Mirren, so he knows the game of Scotland well, and we think he did some fantastic work at Sunderland as well. His win ratios have been terrific at every club he's been at, and I think he brings something slightly different, I think, to the club. And I think that's a good thing.
What about the standard of football, Hugh? Do you think it'll improve?
I think he will. I think he's a manager that likes to play football through the thirds, as they say. But I think in many respects, I don't agree with Leanne talking about Sunderland doing okay. I think Sunderland was a real failure for him. But I think there was reasons for it. A, it's a club which is difficult to be. It's one of these clubs that seems to be a poison challenge. And B, the division, I watched them. I went down and watched Sunderland a couple of times, and that division, that League One, is land of the giants. You want to give the ball a cuddle at the end of the game, and I think the way he tried to play football, we having McGeady's, McGeochs in the team, he was always up against it. But that goes against him as well, because there wasn't a kind of pragmatism about him. I think he's got to change. I think he'll have to be more pragmatic at Hibs. I think he'll have to be. I think it'll be better having a failure in his CV actually to jag him on, because Everton had been pretty good for him so far. I expect Hibs to play quite expansive football under him, yes. Yeah,
the only thing the Hibs fans will want to know from the likes of Leanne Dempster is, will there be money available?
My job here is to back the football department and what they need, and if we need to make tweaks and do other things in January, then we'll absolutely do it. We've never been scared to do that in the past. I don't think I'm going to be scared to do it in January. Equally, I think we still have a strong squad of players.
I think he's got a nucleus of a good squad, Ruffy. Does it need major surgery?
I wouldn't say major. I would think the midfield is a wee bit lightweight. They've got two guys in there who've got all the quality in the world. Defensively, I don't know us. I mean, Barry's a big fan of the young boy Porteous. So maybe getting somebody beside him, with a wee bit of experience. Hopefully the boy Doig, now he's got a hat-trick, might start to find the net. And but no, I think there's players out injured, will be good when they come back. But every fan wants to see new players in January.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, that's Hibs. You can give us your thoughts on that. It's the last chance for you to win our Celtic top signed by Kevin Bridges.
You can win this Celtic away top signed by one of the UK's top comedians, Kevin Bridges. All you have to do is like, share, follow or subscribe to one of our PLZ Soccer social media channels.
Last chance to get your hands on that. Good luck with that. We'll announce the winner tomorrow. And then, as ever, we're trying to give you as many chances to win some different pieces of memorabilia. Barry Ferguson has signed a Rangers top, a number 6. I think it was, is it 2008, 2009, Barry?
That's the one.
Yeah, well, there's no foxing your man when it comes to the years and the strips that he played in, and it's signed. So that's starting tomorrow, our competition, one to look forward to. Just switching to more domestic issues, I noticed Darren Bent has urged Everton to try and snap Morelos up in the transfer window come January. So slowly but surely, another goal for Colombia, and then you look at his scoring rate for Rangers. I think we're now getting to that peak time where this is the best chance Rangers have of getting rid of him.
Yeah, well, I hope it's not in January. I'm hoping it's the summer. I do think they'll keep him at the summer. I think they'll have a quiet word in his ear and say, look, we know that you want to go and try and play at the highest level. I'm sure now with his form and the goals that he's scoring, and he's scoring in big games, you've just mentioned international as well now. So I'm sure they'll let him go, but it'll be the summer.
Yeah. Before everybody jumps on my head for that one, Hugh, because quite simply there is, I think, a necessity at some point to get the maximum amount of money, which is why Rangers, they won't want to get rid of him because he's rubbish. No. They'll want to get rid of him because they want to cash in on him, quite simply.
But I agree with that. I think it's almost unthinkable for Rangers to sell him in this transfer window. I really do. Yeah. Politically and economically. Especially if Rangers continue the form that they've been showing, I just don't see how Rangers could sell it in any way possible, no matter how much money they got for him, as a good deal to the fans. I think, like Barry, there'll be talks going along. There may even be something set up for the summer. There might be, somebody comes in and you can come and get them in the summer. But I just can't see the scenario, even a financial one, because I think financially, Peter, what it looks like at Rangers is the directors are all in until the end of the season.
Yeah, absolutely.
I agree with that for the Rangers' point of view, but I think if a decent bid comes in, you're going to have a problem with the player. If that player thinks that the bid that comes in is 15 million, he should be away. His temperament, he's always said, I want to better myself, I want to go. He might think this is the chance for me to go now rather than wait till the summer. And then you could get, his head could just, we saw it with Dembele, we've saw it with a lot of bigger players, they go, whoa.
I'll be honest, I think talks have went on. I think they've actually already sat him down and explained the scenario. He's too big a player to lose in January.
Oh, we all know that.
He's the main man, he's a key threat. And I think there would be an uproar, a major uproar if Rangers let him go. And that's the reason why I'm 99.9% positive they'll keep him until the summer.
Yep. Okay then. Don't forget to join us on the programme in January when Barry.
I'm over here.
Exactly right. Just a footnote on another player who's in the news, obviously featuring for Scotland, which is Greg Taylor. He's just hoping that he can get more game time for Celtic. I always feel as if, and it's probably a managerial thought, just try and bed players in, give them a bit of time to get used to the club if you've got that luxury, and I think Celtic do have that with Taylor.
Yeah, and he's also been a bit unlucky because Bolingoli, after an inauspicious start, has started to play a lot better, but Johnny Hayes has come in and really played well at left back, and Hayes gives Neil Lennon a kind of certainty in that position, especially if he's playing 3-5-2, that he's got somebody that'll make those runs. So Taylor's a bit unlucky, but he'll get his chance.
Yep. Okay. Thanks to Ruffy, Hugh McDonald and Barry. Don't forget, you can give us your thoughts right across all our social media outlets, Twitter, Facebook Live, Monday to Friday. You can actually just interact with us and put your point across to Barry. He'll be there reacting to anything that you type. Ruffy the same, equally so Hugh and myself. More than happy to give you our thoughts, and you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. And don't forget also, we've launched the shop and there's some brilliant items in there, canvas t-shirt and of course some great prints that could be the ideal present for your mum or your dad or your brother or sister. There you are. I've done the whole pitch for you. From Ruffy, from Hugh and from Barry Ferguson and myself, Peter Martin, thanks for watching.
Expect the best used car deals guaranteed. Visit arnoldclark.com.